folks, welcome to Calvin's Got Game. I'm Calvin.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Josh.
Today we're doing our top 10 filler games that play under 30 minutes. So we're going to do our top 10 or 10 through 6 on this video, and then we'll do 5 through 1 on the next video. So we'll get started with that. How I made my list, I'm going to go ahead and say how I made my list. I have quite a few small games, so I took some of the games that I truly enjoy playing, and I just kind of ranked them in the order that I enjoy, and I came up with 10 great games, so you're going to be really impressed.
I got my list by just how often we play it and how often I think, hey, I'm going to grab that off the shelf. We only have 10 minutes until we have to leave for the night. So I got that list, and then I just double-checked BGG just to make sure it plays under 30 minutes. I really wanted to get the games that are just specifically under 30 minutes, not necessarily the 30 minutes and under. So all of my games are just quick games, things just to fill the time, and things that are fun, you know? You want to play fun games.
Well,
Of course.
Well, if I would have went with games we play the most, Skip-Bo would probably be, because I play that all the time with my family. But
That's
anyway.
a fun game.
Yeah.
That almost actually made my list.
Really?
Almost.
Yeah.
Really? Well, go ahead, Josh.
I made my list as I looked at all the games that we normally play during game night when we're just trying to fill some time, you know, and then I ranked them in how much I like them, but also how easy I think, you know, or, you know, like, you can play them with anybody. How easy it is to play with just anyone. And I went to BGG and I sorted by less than, or 30 minutes or less.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot on there that I didn't think would make the list, so I didn't put them on my list. I didn't think they qualified really.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Well, mine, I'm going to do a caveat. If it said it played in 30 minutes and I really enjoy playing it, I put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
I consider that a filler game. If it's 30 minutes or less, that's a filler game to me. So the reason I invited Josh and Kelly to be on this video as well is because I like having a different perspective of games, because you guys hear me all the time. And Kelly's new to the gaming community, and Josh, he's kind of, I'm going to call him midweight. He may be even better than that, but, you know, we'll go that. So I invited them along so you get a difference of opinion, not just mine. So we're going to start out with Kelly on this one.
Oh, wow.
And
Changing
then
it
we'll
up.
go you and then me.
Okay. So
I think we will have a lot of crossover, actually.
You think we will?
At least me and Kelly, I think
yes,
will.
I think
I
so.
don't
We had a similar.
Well, first of all, let me get some honorable mentions out of the way. I forgot.
Go ahead.
Let me throw these out. So one of them is Dig Down Dwarf. You're rolling dice to get gems out of a mine, and you have to roll. It's kind of Yahtzee style. You have to roll a certain deal on how to do that. So it's a fun little game. And Oh My Goods, I really enjoyed that one. But I didn't put it on my list because I just recently got it. I hadn't played it a whole lot, but I do like it. Grifters, I like Grifters. Lost Cities, I enjoyed that one. It's only a 2-player game. And then Tides of Madness.
Okay.
So you won't see pictures for those up here because they're just honorable mention. But we'll start with our number 10. Kelly, go ahead.
Okay, number 10 made my list, and I've only played it once or twice, and it was just one of the games we pulled out at 9 o'clock at night. We just wanted to play something, and it's Call of Cthulhu. Like a love letter style board game, only Cthulhu themed.
Did I play that?
No,
You weren't
Okay.
here. No.
I was
No.
not here.
Calvin left, but I think it was Josh.
Yeah.
Josh, Kyle, and I, we all played it, and it was a lot of fun. It had different rules, different sides to the cards. One was you could win by being kind of good, I guess, and you're just playing all of the normal cards, and then you could play the bad cards and get more abilities and stronger powers, but at a cost, because you would have to draw a card each time, and if you drew the madness cards,
Yes.
you would automatically lose.
Now that you talk about it, I have played the game. It's just
No.
out of my mind, you know.
I enjoyed it. It was one of those games we pulled out. I learned really quickly, and it was a fun game.
If
So.
you play Love Letter, you can pick that game up and
For sure.
Yes.
There's a bunch of those out there like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Are we me next?
Do you want me to go next?
No, I'll go next.
Are you sure?
Okay. So my number 10, I've only played once, and we played it for the first time back before the pandemic happened. And this is Kelly's game. This is Fake Artist Goes to New York.
Oh, yes.
I don't know. It's really fun. It's kind of like Spyfall. Everyone knows what to draw except for one person, and you draw one line at a time or whatever, and then you stop, and then you want to make it not so obvious so the person that doesn't know what you're drawing, so they can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Right.
So once you pick up your pen, it has to be one continuous draw.
Yes.
And once you
Yes.
pick up your pen, you're done. You can't draw anymore. I enjoyed
Yes.
that game too. I'm sad that I didn't remember it.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
thinking of all the small games we
Yeah.
played,
Yeah.
and also just another caveat from my list. I didn't put any 2-player games on my list.
Well, I did because it's my list.
Well,
That's what I wanted.
that's just me.
Sure, I get it.
Yeah.
I do like that game as well, and they couldn't fool me because I knew it was Captain America, and I'm so good at that game they can't.
Except
fool
for
me.
Kyle gave us we were all this.
Yeah, we
Oh,
all
yes,
had,
yes.
yeah, we all had the same thing. It was like park or something or sports. Or
No
something.
one knew the theme,
No.
or no one knew what the object was, but the theme was
Right.
outdoor activities.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so we all drew like grass, someone drew a bird.
Sun.
I think it was a baseball player. 'Cause there was a
Yes.
bat and a cap. I don't know, but it was
was
funny,
fun.
and he pranked us all on that
Yes.
game. It was
Yes.
terrible. So my number 10. I don't think you guys have ever heard of this game, but it's called Junk in My Trunk.
Nope. Never heard of it.
Junk in My Trunk is a card game, and what you are is you're elephants at a circus, and you're trying to clean the circus up. And so you have 3 cards, or 6 cards down in front of you, one face down, one face up, in 3 separate piles. You have to get rid of the cards in your hand before you can get rid of the cards on the table. So it's a card shedding game. It's actually pretty fun. There's some special action cards. I really enjoy the game. I think it's a lot of fun. So Junk in My Trunk is my number 10.
Okay, so my number 9. It's one of the first board games I ever got. It's Exploding Kittens.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
It's super fun. It's a Russian roulette style game. You've got an exploding kitten for almost every person in the group, and you shuffle the card deck and you put it on the deck and you draw cards, and if you ever at the end of your turn you draw cards at the end of your turn, and if you ever draw the exploding kitten you're out unless you have a diffuser cat or you can do something else. So super fun, super quick, and it's just I very much enjoy it.
You know, I didn't think I would enjoy the game. I mean, Exploding Kitten. I mean, it's kind of weird, but I did play it. I like it, and I'll continue to play it whenever they pull it out. It's an okay game.
It's not bad.
It's
No,
not.
It's really not bad. My number 9.
I mean, it's no Sparkle Kitty.
It's no Sparkle Kitty, but
My number 9 is a push your luck game. It's called Push.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So in this game, you have a deck of cards. They're 1 to 6, numbered 1 to 6, and there are 4 different colors, 5 different colors. And on your turn, you get the deck of cards in front of you, and you're going to flip over cards into 3 piles. And you can't put the same number in the pile, and you can't put the same color in the pile. And you're basically trying to press your luck to see how many cards you can get.
Yeah, because the more points you score, the better.
Because the
it
more
is.
cards you get, the more their cards are worth points. It's a fun little game. You can sabotage people with there's cards in the deck that make you roll the die that has all the colors on it, and if you roll that color, you have to get rid of all your points.
It's horrible.
Kyle is horrible at this game because he just doesn't know when to stop.
Right. He doesn't like push your luck
Yeah.
games. He can't handle.
I think he loves push your luck games.
Yeah.
He's just not good.
He's
at
not good.
And it's
Poor
a fun
Kyle.
little game. It plays in 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
long at all. I mean, it looks like it would be long because the deck of cards is really big,
Yes.
but you're turning over probably 10 cards each person, so it goes pretty.
And I think it's more fun with more people. The more people, it's more fun.
I agree.
So that's my number 9 is.
Yes, not something you won't play 2 people.
No.
No.
No. You need at least 3, but
5.
preferably 5. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 is a good spot. All right, so is it my turn?
yes.
You guys got to keep me in check. My number 9, and I think Josh has probably played this. I don't know if you have or not. It's called Ink and Gold
I have not played it.
or Diamante.
I've heard of it, but I've never played it.
Ink and Gold it's push your luck.
Okay.
You're going into a temple, and you're flipping over cards. And if a card comes up has jewels on it, you separate or you divide out the jewels evenly as you can to each player. And if there's any left over, it goes on the card. So if the person, and then you vote, are you going to continue on in the cave or are you going to leave? If one person leaves, he gets to take all the jewels with him that are on the cards as he goes back to his tent. But if two people leave, if you can't divide it out evenly, nobody gets anything going back. So the further you press on,
I'm just thinking of, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, you have serpents, you have zombie doll looking things, avalanches, fire, all these things that can make the expedition not go through. So if you press your luck on too far and you get two of those calamities on your journey's over, everybody goes back, has nothing. And it has these cute little tents that stand up that you put your jewels in.
That's cool.
So it is pretty cool. I like the game a lot. I play it quite a bit with my family. And when, before everything happened where we could gather, I played a lot with my mom. She really enjoys it. So I like it. It's push your luck game, Ink and Gold or Diamante.
All right, so number 8.
Yes.
My number 8 is Lost Legacy.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes. Another love letter style game. Yeah, isn't it the sequel?
I don't know if it's a sequel,
Or
but it's
like a
another one.
spin-off.
But Lost Legacy has a bunch of different. They have Flying Garden.
Mhm.
They have all kinds.
Yeah, I think we played the shipwreck one.
Yeah.
And it's very similar. There was like a shipwreck out there, and it was just a fun, quick game that I just enjoy.
Yep. It's a good game. I enjoy it a lot. It's quick.
I
It's
did
fun.
not play this one.
You
I
never
wasn't.
played?
I wasn't there when you
Oh
were playing
yeah,
No, I'm so
it. I
sorry.
don't remember where I was.
we'll have to
but,
bring it out again.
Who knows?
Okay, my number 8. This is a really fun game. It's Calvin's game. I'm just gonna say what it is, 'cause I don't feel like dragging it out. It's Cockroach Poker.
Cockroach Poker, yes.
Yes.
This game is bluffing game. So you have there's like 8 different types of creatures, insects,
Bugs.
whatever. Yeah, bugs, and you're like, I'll look at it, I'll pick one from my hand, and I'll pass it, and I'll be like, this is a spider, and they can call your bluff, or they can pick it up and look at it and pass it on to someone else, and they can be like, it's a beetle,
Yes.
or whatever, and it's a fun bluffing game, and sometimes some people you think they know what you got,
Right.
And, sometimes they don't. So
Well,
Yes.
the only thing I don't like about, I like the game. I really do like the game. But the thing that you can say that's not a beetle,
right.
or it is a beetle. So the guy telling you the truth, you can get burnt telling the truth in this game.
Yes.
So lying or telling the truth can get you burnt in this game. So that's kind of the thing that gets me a little bit.
I enjoy it whenever you put down, a frog and you say it's a spider, and it goes all the way around, and everyone says it's a spider. And so the last person, of course, says, well, yes, of course it's a spider, and they flip it over and it's the frog.
Yeah.
So I very much enjoy it.
Oh, it's a blast. Or if you
Yes.
pass it around, everybody says it's something different. And
Yes.
it gets to you and you're like,
I have no idea.
Yes.
So
Uh,
it's a fun game.
and you can actually kind of strategize eventually, like later on in the game, because there's
Right.
only 8 of each creature,
Mm-hmm.
and you can kind of count cards in front of people and what you have in your hand.
And apparently
Yes.
I can't count because there were 8 creatures of what I said it was already on the board turned up face up, and so they knew I was lying.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
some people just forget that they're like,
Yeah, they just
It's,
yeah. Yeah, it's a great game. I enjoy it.
Mhm.
Good choice, Josh.
because it's your game.
No, it's a good
Oh, okay.
game. It is a good fun game. No, not just because it's my game. All right, is it me again? Number 8.
Number 8
My number 8 is a 2-player game, and that's perfectly fine.
for some of us.
Yeah, it's the Fox and the Forest duet.
Okay.
The Fox and the Forest duet is a trick-taking game, but it's a cooperative trick-taking game, unlike some of the others. There's not a lot of cooperative trick-taking games at all. Most of the time you're trying to score as many points as you can, but in this one, you're trying to let your partner catch some because you get to move on how many deals at paw prints on the cards. You get to either move your way if you catch it to take these things off the board, or if they catch it, it moves their way.
It's like a tug of war kind of
Yeah,
thing.
but if you go off the board, it's a bad thing. You don't want to do that. So, and you score yourself by how many rounds it takes you to clear the board. So, I find it very, very fun for a two-player game. And as I'm getting older and as an empty nester, two-player games are coming in pretty handy for me. So I enjoy it a lot. It's a fun game. So that's my number. Are we on 8? That's my number 8. The Fox and the Forest duet.
Okay, my number 7, we play this all the time. I feel like it's probably going to be pretty high on Josh's list. It's The Mind.
Okay.
I love playing it. I play it with my brother. He's 13 now, and it's something that he's able to pick up. You have all of the cards 1 through 100, and you shuffle the deck. And for the first level, you put out 1 card, and you have to place them in order without communicating at all. And then the second level, each person gets 2 cards, and then it goes depending on how many players. I think from like 8 levels to 12.
Yes.
So it's a lot of fun. It's very much you have to know the person, you have to read them, and then you're really just trying to communicate, but you can't. You can't raise your hand. And
You can raise your hand.
You can raise your hand, but you can't like just communicate with your hands or anything like that.
Yeah, you
But-
can't talk at all.
Yeah, you're not supposed to talk. You're not supposed to go
give
like,
any
I
facial
got a higher
expressions or
card.
anything like
Yes.
that.
So the only way you're really communicating is by how quickly you move the cards towards the deck.
Well, first of all, non-facial expressions is horrible for me because I do a lot of facial expressions. So most time it's smiling because I love the board game that we play. But that is a good choice. I
That is
like the
good,
game
yeah.
for sure.
Okay. My number 7. My number 7 is Get the MacGuffin.
Yes.
It's a dumb game, to be honest. There's all the you have a deck of cards. Yeah. You have a deck of cards and you're trying to be the last person to have a card in front of you.
Right.
And cards do, like, when you play the card, you have to wave, or you have to fist bump, or
The peace sign.
there's the vortex where everyone gives you their cards and you shuffle them and deal them back out. And I don't know, it's a fun, quick game that you can just play,
Oh,
and
man.
Yes.
you never know what's going to happen in this game.
I never win that game either. I get so close. I'm like, I'm going to win this game this time. And nope.
One thing I absolutely love about it is it plays anywhere from 2 players to all the way up to however many cards there are in the deck. Everyone just has to have 1 card. So like,
Wow.
Quite a few.
yes, so it plays a lot. And so it's one of those games that you can bring out in any circumstance. And that's what I really enjoy about that game.
Well, I liked it so much I went and bought the expansion, Plan C.
No, there's,
Okay.
So there's an expansion for it. So
I do like that it plays so many people. That's also another.
And I think the more you have, the better it is.
Yeah, I never
Yes.
played it with 2. I don't think it would be that fun with 2, to be honest.
It's not.
But
It's not.
But yeah, the bigger group you have, I think the more fun, the more wacky things can happen.
Especially because someone else's card could benefit you, because if you have just the wave and the shrug in your hand and someone vortexes them all, you could end up with the MacGuffin, the best card of the game.
Yes.
For sure. Or the backup.
Or the
MacGuffin.
backup
Yes.
MacGuffin.
Yes.
Or the money.
Or the crown.
Or the briefcase. There's a lot of good cards in there. It's the timing in which you play them that makes
Yes.
the difference. Such a good game. Josh, that was a good pick. But didn't make my list though. My number 7 is The Resistance.
Okay.
The Resistance we used to play a lot. I think we kind of got burned out on it. But if somebody asked me, do you want to play The Resistance, and there's a big crowd,
I'll never turn it down, I don't think.
By
I
golly,
agree.
I'm
I
in.
would never turn it down.
I think it's one of those games that it's almost timeless. I mean, it plays easy. Everybody can understand either I'm for this or I'm not going to say everybody, because my 70-something-year-old mother couldn't figure out whether she was for it or against it. So, it's such a good game. You get to pick who you're going to put into the mission, and you can kind of read people with if it passes, if it fails. Trying not to add too many new people all at once helps you figure that out. But then it kind of takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
But
And you can play where you have the spies don't know who the spies are.
Right.
Yes.
We like to play it where the spies don't know who the spies are because that way they can't help each other.
Right.
And Kyle's always the spy. So that's if you're ever playing with Kyle, he's the spy. But I really enjoy that game. The Resistance is my number 7.
All right.
So we're gonna move on to number 6, which will be our last one for this video.
All right. My number 6 is Get the MacGuffin.
So.
It ranked a little bit higher than Josh's list, but again, it's so much fun. It plays so many different people. You know, how can you not enjoy just the silly cards and the just different shenanigans you can get into with your game group?
Yes, it's
So fun.
same people that make Flux, right?
No, because Looney Labs makes
Looney
Flux.
Labs. Oh, okay.
But the other one, I don't remember who makes that. I don't think it's Looney Labs. But
Well, I'm
anyway,
wrong.
it may be. I don't know. I'm not authority on who makes what, but I have to look at the box to know who makes it. So my.
Oh, you gonna go?
I'm sorry. You go.
My-
I'm sorry. I thought you win.
My number 6.
I heard Get the MacGuffin.
is kind of a cheat because it's 2 games. Pick whichever one you like best.
Great.
That's pretty clever and twice as clever,
Okay.
which is a dice rolling selection game.
It's a roll and
It's a roll and write. Yeah. What am I saying? Yeah, it's a roll and write, and I like it because when it's not your turn, you get to do stuff.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll roll the dice, and each colored dice goes to a certain space on your mat, and they score different ways depending on the color, and then whichever dice you don't pick, you get to pick 3 dice on your turn, and then the ones that you don't get to pick, everyone else gets to choose one of those to do. And so it's really cool to do your actions on your turn, but also get actions on your opponent or your opponent's turn.
For sure.
Yes, I do enjoy that game as well. I think I prefer the second over the first, but that's just because we played the second one first.
Yeah. I like it okay. I like some of the more simpler ones better, like Quicks, Dice Stars, Dice Harvest. Some of those games, I enjoy those a little more because sometimes the clever ones, I'm not too clever. So, and let alone be twice as clever. So, but they're good games. I enjoy both of them.
Yes.
Just didn't make my list. I don't think
I didn't think they would make your list.
I'm not even sure I put a rolling around game on my list, but anyway. All right, so our last one for this video, my number 6 is Pina Pirata.
Oh, okay.
Pina Pirata is a card game that you are shedding cards once again, but you have different rules you have to follow. And so one of them may say if you play a penguin, you pass a card to the person on your left out of your hand so that you're getting rid of a card. Or if you play a monkey this turn or something, you get to do something else crazy. But it's a blast. I enjoy playing it.
Yeah.
And it's in a little box. Doesn't take long to play. It could get a little longer, I guess, depending on how many people's playing. But if you have I think it plays up to 6. I'm not real sure, but it's a fun game. Pina Pirata. Love it. It's a great game.
It's a great game.
So that's our top. What is it? 5, 10 through 6.
10 through
I'm
6.
sorry, our top 10 through 6. I'll get it right in a minute. Guys, I want to thank Josh and Kelly for being part of this video, and I want to thank you guys for watching. And remember, get a board game to the table, spend time with friends and family. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and click that bell for alerts when new videos come out.